Hi, Stacy Lynn Shriver with Premier Nationwide Lending, and guess what? It's Tutorial Tuesday, and we are so excited here in our Flower Mound branch that we have had one of our great partners that came by, and with Stewart Title and Stacy Stoltz. She does business development for Stewart Title, and we're glad to have you today.
Thank you, Stacy.
One of the questions that we get a lot when we're putting mortgages together, especially for a first-time home buyer, is what is title insurance and why do I have to have it? Here in the mortgage world, we use vernacular like we don't want cloud on title. I understand they don't use it quite that way at Stewart Title in terms of explaining it. But what we really want to hear from Stacy is, why do we need title insurance? Tell the consumer, why do we need title insurance?
Well, first of all, Stacy, it is required in the state of Texas.
There
When
you go.
take out a loan, you have to have that piece. I mean, it's required by the lender, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And a great place to go would be Stewart Title Sean P. Black's office, because that's where I work, and we have been around for about 15 years, and we truly treat the customer with dignity, respect, and we take great care of you through the whole process. Even when it comes to lenders, we have some great resources that we can connect you with. So back to title insurance, the reason you need it is because you have to have that protection from things that could have happened in the past that could crop up in the future with somebody's crazy name or a loan or something that wasn't cleared on.
And it attaches to the property.
Yes,
and you don't want to buy a property
yes.
that has an attached lien.
Liens carry with the property, exactly.
They can, definitely.
So it sounds like a lot of complicated gibberish, but you're protecting yourself in arrears from things that happened in the past by signing up for title insurance and paying that premium, because you don't want anything to come out of the woodwork later on where somebody's grandfather's grandfather has something in a chest that willed a certain property to his granddaughter, and they found this piece of paper that nobody knew existed. So, I mean, I know that's a stretch, but things can happen like that, and that's why title insurance is necessary to protect you.
That's awesome. So the other thing is that when, for example, when someone owns a property and there is someone that passes away or even a divorce situation, it has to be appropriately done professionally where someone is taken out of the ownership of that property. So the deed.
Yes.
Exactly. So when once you own a property, and this is another example, but once you own a property, if someone came to your door and said, hey, my mother, brother, sister, whatever, at one point owned this piece of land, or whatever the situation is, they in that scenario, you would just hand that if you're the consumer, you just hand the business card and say, oh no, I have title insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you guys would handle that.
Exactly. And your home is your most expensive
biggest asset.
There you go.
Yeah.
One of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. So of course you're going to protect it just like you protect your car.
Tell me about what they do to protect people as relates to their property taxes. Making sure that those are paid.
Oh, totally. When you're going into it, you're not going to get stuck with the previous owner's taxes, because all of that is part of the title process. We have to go through and check and make sure things are paid. There's so many pieces that come up, and you don't want to get stuck paying for something that is not yours.
So what about a survey?
Yes. A lot of homeowners already have their original survey, but in the cases that they don't, then the title company will find a survey company to go out and survey, and then they have to decide who's paying for that, and it's usually the seller. So there's just so many pieces, and the title, people don't realize.
They don't realize. There's a lot of pieces of the puzzle right. Before we get to closing. Well, on the survey part, there is what's called an endorsement. It's called a T47. And what the title company does is they ensure the meets and bounds. It's a lot and block drawing of the property so that there's no question. So a neighbor cannot say, oh, I own that section or that part of the land. Again, that's why you have title insurance, is because they are going to ensure what you own and that it's appropriately yours, and completely clear and free title, so to speak, but maybe not free because it has a lien on it.
Exactly.
The last thing I want to tell you is we're so excited that both Premier Nationwide Lending and me as a mortgage banker, and Stewart Title, Sean P. Black's office.
Yes.
We are both in the top 3 for the best of Denton County So we would like your vote. We would both like to win, and we would definitely like your vote. And you can still vote up until August 18th as the last time that you can vote. So we're excited that she's here today. Stacy Stoltz with Stewart Title and Sean P. Black's office. Again, one of our great title insurance partners. You need title insurance. So any area in Texas, our team here at Premier, we do business in Texas. We wish you the best afternoon. Tutorial Tuesday. Stacey Lynn Shriver,
Thanks
Premier
for
Nationwide
having
Lending.
me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.